Yeah. The oven is off. It's nice to see you again, Sarah.
I know, right?
For this session, we're going to be looking more at what has brought you to financial counseling and your goals or goals for outcomes from financial counseling.
Okay.
So why don't we start off with you telling me a little bit why you're here?
Didn't we talk about this before?
Yes, we did. But
So, should
just kind of a recap of it.
recap, I would just like to save more money and yeah. be more financially stable.
Okay. So since we did discuss a little bit about this last time, what have you done to kind of what has changed since last time?
There's a little bit less material spending, I guess, just less eating out, more eating in, doing things that are more free, and working a little bit more if that's possible.
Okay. Good that you worked on decreasing your variable expenses.
Yeah.
That is a good focus area to help do that. Now, why are you trying to change this? Or, I mean, yes, increase savings, but do you have an end goal with that, or?
I just want to be able to, what if I want to buy a house? I mean, I want to have money to do that, or, if something goes wrong with transportation, because we don't really live in a walkable area. So, just want to be, like, I guess, planning for the future. Because I guess that's the next stage in my life.
Okay. What have you done up to this point to prepare yourself for that next stage?
I have a savings account.
That's good. Now, are you putting some into that each month, or?
I try to with each paycheck. I get paid every 2 weeks. But sometimes that doesn't happen because I have a lot of expenses that can't change.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Well, most of your income's currently eaten up by fixed expenses, rent, car payments, insurance.
Yeah, the good majority of it is. I mean, there's a little bit of leeway, but not a gigantic amount.
Okay. So have you looked into ways of adjusting income or fixed expenses?
I looked at other places to live, but that kind of is a problem for, like, the type of lifestyle that I want to live. What's comfortable to me, I guess, is more, you're going to have to pay more for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, plus I have a dog, so living in an apartment with a dog is kind of expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. As we move forward, and we'll have to look a little bit at your lifestyle expenses and how we can best, I guess, fit your lifestyle with your income. Because in the end, the two have to be balanced. But you don't want to just focus on making money all the time, because where's the fun in not living your life?
I want to enjoy my life.
Yes.
I'm young enough to do fun things or something like that.
Yes. There's that perfect balance that we'll work towards. So, now, a good way to probably start looking at your goals is how have you done with past transitions of finances, say high school to college or.
Um, Pretty decently. I mean, I'm not in a huge amount of debt or anything like that. I mean, I know if I know ahead of time, like, what kind of financial commitments I'm gonna need to make, I'm pretty good about saving for them. But then once I spend it, it's gone, and then I'm just all, well, there's all my money gone. So,
Okay. Have you thought about doing like some investments and things that work more effectively than your savings account, or
like, what?
so in things like using a CD or
I have,
setting
but
up.
what if you need that money? You have to pay the.
Hmm.
So, I mean, like, don't CDs take a long time?
They can depend, but a great quote that I like is that to be rich, you have to make your money work for you.
Mm-hmm.
So there's ways where you're looking at for towards your future and more long term
Mm.
things like splitting how much you're putting in the savings account and putting small amounts in, say, a retirement account or something can actually give you longer term benefits because yes, it's not available now, but
Mm-hmm.
say in 10 years, that fund is built up quite significantly.
Okay.
I think something that we might need to look at for next time is actually going through and doing some budgeting, and that way we can see how to, I guess, better spread out your income to meet those long-term goals. Say, maybe find a little bit of money to put towards a retirement account or CD or something that you can start building for a longer-term investment.
Okay.
Um, some people do manage to do that with their savings account if they build it up to a healthy enough level.
Mm-hmm.
So that is another option of just putting it in savings, but it's always good to kind of be diversified,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely if we can find a yes uh, better return on your investments.
Okay.
I mean, look at how much you're getting out of your savings versus say a different option.
Okay.
Try to be a little better about time this time.
It's all good.
Um, do you have any other short or long term goals?
Not like I'd like to go on a vacation. I mean,
Okay.
I'm graduating soon, so you know, a vacation would be nice. Somewhere tropical, probably.
Okay. And again, through looking at your budget, maybe we can find ways of taking some of those variable expenses and start putting a little aside for nice graduation gift for yourself.
Graduation before myself. Um. Okay. So what kind of options do we have for that?
Well, you already talked about some of them, like trying not to eat out as much, trying to eat in, cook yourself, free events.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all those are great ways of reducing your income. Also, things like ways of cutting back on gas or groceries or those areas, those are all variable expenses.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between a variable and fixed expense is variable expenses vary month to month or
So like rent is a fixed expense.
yep, rent, car payments, if you have like a loan payment, things that are set
Mm-hmm.
amounts month to month. While those do have some flexibility in them,
Mm-hmm.
that they're not as negotiable as your variable ones.
Okay.
Variable expenses tend to be lifestyle choices, and you can make the decisions walking down the grocery store aisle. Do you buy the name brand or the off brand?
Mm-hmm.
Can also be huge changes. Things like using coupons or shopping around or even like reducing driving,
Mhm.
carpooling, all of those will drastically cut your variable expenses.
Okay.
And from there will be money that we can set aside to help improve your savings, put aside for your trip, just possibly somewhere tropical that you'd like to achieve. And really, that will be the key focus of budgeting.
Okay.
Um, there's a number of different options with budgeting we can look at. I think will be well suited for whichever one you choose.
Okay.
Think of
Should I
in my
sing the
notes.
Jeopardy? Should I sing the Jeopardy song?
So you mentioned about trying to work more. Has your 40 hours a month changed any, or
40 hours a week. A little bit,
a little bit?
but not a whole lot because you still have to do the balance between school and work.
Okay.
So I mean, I pick up an extra shift here and there, but nothing generalized.
Alright. Okay. So is there anything else as far as issues that have came up or goals you'd like to achieve?
Not really at this time. I mean, there's always something. I'm sure there's always something that somebody wants, but I'm pretty cool where I am right now.
Okay.
So would just like to save some money.
Okay. How do you feel about heading into the holiday season with saving money?
I buy everything off of Amazon. So, 'cause I sell my books back and then I have all that money on Amazon. So
Okay.
that's how I do that.
Okay. Percy, you and I. Alright. That'll be good. Especially considering that the holidays tend to be one of the most difficult times to
Mhm.
deal with putting that little bit of extra money aside.
Yeah.
But you do have a kind of working strategy for that.
Strategy. Plus, I craft things. So there you
That's
go.
very good. And then next time we'll start looking more at an individualized budget that will hopefully carry you through the holidays and put some aside for your goals.
Excellent.
Well, thank you for coming today and
Sure.
meeting with you next time. Yep.